You know, Steamboat, I also want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the Academy of Arts and Motion Picture Sciences, because last night's Academy Awards proved me right. Despite all of his shameless pandering and his kissing of all the butts in Hollywood, Mickey Rourke lost the Oscar. And now he's just like the character he portrayed in The Wrestler. He's a loser. A washed-up has-been who's hanging on for one last shot of glory, one last go in the spotlight, deluding himself into thinking he has one chance to make it again. He doesn't, and he reminds me a lot of the losers in this business: Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, and even you, Steamboat, because you're a loser. Oh yeah, you see, I'm a man of truth, Steamboat. I tell it like it is, and I'm going to tell you the same thing. When you were wrestling all those classic matches with Ric Flair and the NWA, an organization that, according to this company, never even existed, you were just Ricky Steamboat. And it wasn't until you came to the WWE and sold your soul to all of these parasites that you became the Dragon. A glorified karate kid selling headbands and making poses, feeding into stereotypes. And then you eventually came to the ring with a Komodo dragon literally spitting fire like the circus freak you'd become. It was pathetic, but hey, it's all right as long as you're making a paycheck, right, Steamboat? Huh? And then when you decided to retire, you ended up just like all the rest, down and out on your luck, broken, beat down, dysfunctional family, and you know you would have returned to the ring just like Flair and just like Piper. You know you wouldn't have done it, but instead you took a backdoor route. You applied for a job in the WWE, you got one working backstage, and now here you are. See, Steamboat, you are a lifelong sellout. And now with the Hall of Fame induction, the loyal dog gets his bone. Just like Flair, just like Piper, except instead of wearing a three-piece suit like those guys, or wearing a sequin robe or a kilt, you have your nice suit on. Doesn't make you any less pathetic. So enjoy your moment with all of these hypocrites that are your fans, Steamboat. Enjoy it, because you're the biggest hypocrite of them all.
Jericho, do you know what a hypocrite is? Do you understand that word, that meaning? You know, I remember about 20 years ago at an autograph session, I remember signing an autograph for you. I also remember how you said that you had admired me and that I was your hero. You wrote that in your autobiography, Jericho. And then about 10 years ago, when you came to the WWE, you were this snotty brat wrestler of a kid that turned down the wrestling fans. And then within a year, less than a year, you embraced them. What did you call them? Jericho-holics? Then you spent the next several years turning on them, embracing them, turning on them, embracing them, back and forth, so on and so off. You know something, Jericho? That's a hypocrite. Myself, from the very first time I put on my wrestling tights to the day that I retired, I didn't change, not once. I gave this audience the respect and entertained them every time I came through that curtain. I never changed, not once. Now myself, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, and the other legends, we know who we are. And me coming back to work for the WWE behind the scenes to help our young talent, our future superstars, to teach them, to coach them, to pass the torch, so to speak. That's not a sellout. I did it because I love this business. I don't care what you think of me, it really doesn't matter. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not a sellout, but I am someone you may never be. A Hall of Famer.
Absolutely inexplicable actions from Jericho.